press conference held yesterday, OnePlus presented their third phones, the OnePlus X. The OnePlus X is a significant departure from the flagship killer mantra that followed the past two models. This time, OnePlus focused more on delivering a compact device that still retained a good deal of features and specifications but wasn't really a flagship device anymore. OnePlus X at a glance. Please register me. Body: metal frame plus glass/ceramic back display. 5.0-inch, 1920x1080 resolution AMOLED chipset. Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 with 2.3 GHz quad-core CPU, Adreno 330 and 3GB RAM storage. 16 GB, expandable via microSD card slot camera. 13 megapixel ISO rear camera, phase detection autofocus, single LED flash, 1080p video selfie. Please register me. 8 megapixel connectivity. Dual SIM, LTE, Wi-Fi 802.11n, Bluetooth 4.0, GPS, microSD battery. 2525 mAh. Please register me. Oxygen OS 2.1.0 based on Android 5.1.1 Lollipop. OnePlus will be launching the OnePlus X in two variants. The mass market version will be the more affordable Onyx Black variant with a glass back, but there is also the ceramic variant, which will not only be available in limited markets but also in limited numbers. We enjoyed our short time with the OnePlus X and here come our first impressions. Design: unlike the previous OnePlus devices where the focus was more or less solely on the specifications and performance, with the OnePlus X the company took a step back from creating a spec monster and focused more on the design. It's clear with the OnePlus X that the design is the biggest feature of the device. Unlike the OnePlus One, which was entirely plastic, and the OnePlus 2, which was part metal and part plastic, the OnePlus X is a combination of both metal and glass, making it seem even more premium than both of its elder siblings. Please register me. The frame of the device is made out of anodized aluminum with 17 microcuts running along the edges. The cuts are fine and give the sides a serrated finish, making them inherently grippy. The front and back on the Onyx version are made out of glass with curved edges that flow gently into the metal sides. Please register me. On the ceramic version, the back is made out of ceramic, which is cast out of a zirconia mold and takes 25 days to make, which is why OnePlus will only be making 10,000 of these. The ceramic version has a high-gloss near-perfect mirror-like finish and even more pronounced angled edges. While the process behind it is fascinating and the material is significantly tougher than the glass used on the Onyx material, in reality it is often hard to tell the two models apart, especially in dimly lit indoor environments. This does make it somewhat harder to justify the additional cost of the ceramic version. The front of the device has the 5.0-inch display in the center. Above the display is the earpiece, front-facing camera, the sensors, and a tiny LED notification light at the top right. Please register me. Below the display are three practically invisible home, back, and overview keys that aren't even backlit. On the right are the power and volume control buttons with a stamped feel, tight tolerances, and no unnecessary play. On the left is the wonderful slider from the OnePlus 2 with 3 positions for the silent, priority notifications only, and all alerts modes. Please register me. The slider has a grippy pattern like the one on the OnePlus 2 and it works great. On the top is the headphone jack and on the bottom are the microSD port, microphone, and a single loudspeaker. It would have been nice to see the USB Type-C connector from the OnePlus 2 on the OnePlus X as well. On the back, you find the 13 megapixel camera with single LED flash sitting flush with the back, giving it a perfectly flat appearance. AMOLED displays quite frequently seem to have overdone color saturation and a certain tint, but OnePlus has done a decent job of calibrating the 5-inch display that it doesn't seem to suffer from those disadvantages. The display also gets quite bright, although we couldn't see how it looks under the sun. Viewing angles are decent and the 1080p resolution is more than adequate for a 5.0-inch display. Please register me. Overall, nothing extraordinary, but for the price this is a pretty good screen. The overall design of the OnePlus X is impressive and the phone looks and feels premium. But more importantly, for some people, it no longer feels ungainly to use and the compact dimensions make it perfectly usable with one hand while maintaining a decent display size. Please register me. This is easily one of the most premium looking and feeling phones in its price range, and feels even better than some of the more expensive phones. Built around a once popular chipset, the OnePlus X runs on a Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 chipset, with 3GB of LPDDR3 RAM and 16GB internal storage with microSD and USB OTG support. On paper, this might not seem exciting, but again, this isn't exactly a flagship device. This voice is not licensed. Please visit www.kepstrel.com to purchase a license. The OnePlus X is actually quite impressive in terms of performance. Snapdragon 801 might seem long in the tooth now, but being an 800 series chipset, it still packs a punch and handily blows the Snapdragon 6